Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening. I know it's cold out there. I'm glad that everyone's able to unload and come in tonight, kind of chilly weather. I'm Ed McGorman. I'm the chair of the WCC Elsinore Community Council. And we'll be going through what's going to be going on tonight, because I know there was a little bit of confusion out there, but hopefully when everybody leaves this room tonight, there won't be any confusion. I've been with the WIN committee and been part of Elsinore for 26 years. I've served on the WIN for the last 6 years, and I'm going to explain part of the process of the WCC as we get further into the program. And I'd like to welcome everybody here tonight, because this is going to be one of our meetings that we have, and we're going to continue to have throughout the rest of the year and into the next year before the election on cityhood, and beyond that as well. This meeting tonight is going to be an informational meeting and an opportunity for you to meet those candidates that are running for the future of our city council. Also, what we're going to do tonight, just don't let our candidates know, because it's been such a short notice for our candidates, but we want to make sure everybody had the same opportunity, is you're going to get 3 minutes to come up at the end of the presentation here and tell us a little bit about yourself, and introduce yourself to the community. And so you've got some time between now and the end here to take care of your 3 minutes, and it's just a little, and that's what this is. I've heard a lot of people say debates. This isn't a debate. The Elsinore Community Council is an information board that brings information to the community. And that's what we're going to be doing tonight. This is an opportunity for the candidates to get introduced to the community. And with that, all we're going to do is start out with our candidates just with introduction of who they are, just by name. And we're going to start right here, this gentleman here at the end.
Steve Butts.
Paul Williams. Let's go back here, Steve. Let's go back here.
Steve Butts.
Paul Williams.
Michael Tierney.
Bob Cashman.
Hi, Bridget Moore.
Tim Underdeck. Scott Farnham.
Marcia Swanson, good evening.
Gary Andre.
Cheryl Amy.
And I'm Roger McClare.
Thank you for making it out here. We have 14 candidates registered, and I believe there's 12 tonight. 12? Is that our count? 11? Okay, well, thank everybody for coming tonight. So with our program, I want to start with one of the items here first. My favorite deal, the newspaper. The newspaper. The reason, can everybody hear me without a mic back there?
No.
Not very well.
Not very well? Okay. We'll walk around. As far as the newspaper, we all get it. We know that's information. Is Aaron here tonight? Aaron is not here from the California. I was hoping Aaron was going to be here because I wanted to welcome Aaron into the neighborhood. He's a new reporter for the California. He wrote some of the few articles that just recently seen, and with the article that just came out in the California Today on the local side. It is so easy for a journalist to take information and print information in the paper. You guys are familiar with it. Sometimes we get information in here that's the truth, half truth, semi-truth. What is the real story? We're going to hopefully cover any of those questions that we've seen in the paper that have been directed towards the Elsinore community and the Elsinore Community Council. So hopefully that everybody's clear on these issues, because a lot of times a lot of this is just information that didn't get passed on correctly. And we don't know if it's intentionally or if it just happens that way. You've got to know about the communication process. It works everywhere. Newspapers, television, home. If this doesn't get relayed across, and one of the things that I'll cover here, I just spoke with Aaron this week on this article, and he put in here the Elsinore Community Council, which formed after the breakup of the Elsinore Corporation now. Okay. Yeah. Misquoted right there. We've been in existence since 2004. And I'll explain that on our organizational chart as we get going. And also, we explained to them several times that this was not a debate. I don't know where they got that, but, you know, Elsinore discussion series, you all know headlines sell newspaper lines. That's how those tickers are sold. So the titles are on there. So don't always believe what you read in the paper. We operate under factual information. There's a lot of information that we receive that we don't answer on until we find out all the facts. And that's what we want to do, and everybody understands that process. If you hear these rumors, get all the facts before you make decisions or pass them on, because a lot of times it's miscommunication. Not everybody had the full story, and those kind of things occur. So with that, we're hoping that I'm going to address later on some of the articles that were written in the past week and share that information just to clarify so you walk out of the room not confused. Also, what I want to start with is our organizational chart. You also have it on paper. You have it on paper there. We're hoping to get a larger version of this so you can see it from in the back, because this is very important. The Wilmar Community Council is a nonprofit 501c corporation. The council will seek out grants and donations for general purpose. The objective of the corporation is to benefit the community of Wilmar. And you can read the rest on there on the sheet that you have in front of you. So with this organizational chart, one of the avenues that we started out with, and I'm going to start with the WIN Corporation. The WIN Corporation is part of our organizational chart of the WCC. It always has been, and it's always been a part of that. Now, many of us were members of the WIN. The members that were running for cityhood can no longer be part of the WIN Corporation. We took care of our mission. The mission of the Wilmar Corporation now was to get the community to cityhood. That mission's been accomplished. So this part of this subcommittee is went inactive. It's still a branch, it's still an arm under our WCC, but it's inactive. Those members that are running for city council can no longer be affiliated with us. They all resigned. They are not a part of the WCC. Now, some of them may have been part of the WIN, but they're no longer part of the WIN either because the WIN is inactive. So that's gone away. Those candidates there's no candidates on the WCC that are running for city council. None of our panel up here is running for city council. We are pro-cityhood because that's one of our objectives under the WCC is to carry the mission out of what the community wants. And to go back and give a little bit of history here, and I'll go back as far apart as the annexation. We went into the annexation with some folks that wanted to go into the annexation into Marietta, and there's the majority that don't want to go into Marietta. That went through a process. That process elected not to go into the annexation of Marietta. That was the people speaking. This group up here, we just carried your message. The second part of that is Wilmar wanted to become its own city, become independent. The WIN committee took your message and carried it through the process that was needed, and it prevailed. That's where we're at today. The next part of this process, and you have it in your handout, is a timeline. This timeline here shows you all the Wilmar Corporation process for election. It has the dates in here. It has when the absentee ballots go out. It has February 5th for the vote of cityhood. And you have the timeline all the way down there. So we're providing all the information out equally to everybody, and we've always done that.